guys understand? What's 1 plus 1? What do you got?
So Notsi, I take it you missed those days, eh? Running out in that tunnel, a familiar sight for you, eh?
Yeah, very familiar, very familiar. Good afternoon out here, Clint. Reminds me, obviously, back in our days, when you were a coach, when I was a player. We're looking for good running rugby this afternoon from Wynberg, obviously. I think 2 good schools, 2 good rivalries, and looking for some good rugby.
No, fantastic. It feels strange sitting here next to you. Not too long ago I had to plan defences to try and stop you here in rugby, eh? But it's good to have you next to me. Well done last night. Good try.
Thanks a lot, Clinty. Surely it's not about me today, it's about these boys out here today. Any players from the Rondebosch side that you have to look out for?
Well, on the Rondebosch side, we've got Mike Moavano, who played last year. Absolute magic at 15. So the kicking game of Wynberg, which is normally very, very good, will have to be spot on today because he can cause a bit of havoc from the back. The other guy is Robbie Davis, who is obviously making his debut as a grade 11 at 9, and really, really good brain, rugby brain on him. So I'm looking forward to see him getting the game going for Rondebosch.
Well, from the Wynberg side, obviously experienced side, most of them played last year. I think Wynberg traditionally very strong up front. Obviously, as you touched on, they have a quite good kicking game plan. I'm looking forward to watch the number 9, Labib Kanamea. I think he's got a bit of X factor, and once he goes going forward, this team is a bit hard to stop.
Wonderful scenes here on Rugby. It's great to kick off the rugby season again with Wynberg-Rondebosch clash. I tell you what, the heat of the day reflects the heat of the battle, that's for sure. I also just want to mention, you mentioned Labib Kanamea. I'm not 100% sure. Gus Leslie is old wily old fox. I'm not sure if Labib is going to be at 9 or at 13. He's been playing some exceptional rugby at 13 for Wynberg, where his X Factor can come in at any time. So it's going to be interesting to see which jumper he wears when they run out.
Yeah, it's very interesting because obviously seeing the squads now, he's been placed at number 9. Obviously watch their game at the Newlands Rugby Day. He looked good at outside centre for me.
Yeah, I must admit I like him at 13. He's like you say, that X Factor can pop up anywhere on that field. But yeah, you've got lots of experience having played under Gus. Fun times. I mean, you guys had a successful year or 2.
Yeah, Clint, as I said, Gus is very, big on forward on forward pack. I think if the Rondebosch side could suffocate the forward pack today, especially the tight 5. If they could get around the tight 5, I think that they'll make their afternoon will be short.
Yeah, that's always a worry for the Rondebosch, that power game of Wynberg. Once they get that going, it's difficult to stop. So if Rondebosch can get the ball into the wider channels, there might be some opportunity. But the other guy, the other talisman for Wynberg will definitely be Dominic Kutzer. He's also got a phenomenal right foot. And so with him and Labib, with the left and right combination, it's quite dangerous.
Yeah. I think it's quite important as well, Clint. I think as you touched on is that the Rondebosch side has got to move the Wynberg pack around this field. I think it's a good afternoon for good running rugby. So they've got to move that pack around and try to find holes in the middle, for them to be successful this afternoon. As you can see, the Wynberg side is coming out and there's a lot of cheers going on, and as we can see right in our screens, Labib will be wearing the number 13 jumper, so there's going to be some space out wide for him, hopefully.
Nothing wrong with a bit of gamesmanship from the coaches.
I still remember fondly of our days as well. Gus used to play around with that with that playlist.
I remember. Stephen Matthews captaining Wynberg. I actually coached him at Sweet Valley under 10 many years ago, so I'm looking forward to seeing him play again as well. He really leads from the front, young Stephen Matthew.
I think his mates will be looking up to him today,
And Rondebosch taking the field, led by the very, very courageous captain, Goff Schenker. And he will be surely leading from the front today. I must admit, I've got a couple of goosebumps running down my one arm here.
Yeah, same here, Clint. I think obviously it reminds me of our days as well.
Daniel Fortain refereeing this match today, so he brings in a lot of experience, and I know DC would like to get the game going, so those guys that are willing to contest and play, they're going to get some reward.
Speaking about the ref, Clinty, I think at derbies they're very important, especially against this one. I think they should let this game free and let it flow for these boys to play.
That's all we want to see. It's just good schoolboy rugby. It doesn't get better than this. Sam Crack for Rondebosch to get the proceedings started.
It's underway, Clinty.
Enjoy, Nazi.
Enjoy, Clint.
Immediately the physicality at the breakdown, very evident from Wynberg.
I think that's what's going to boil out to, Clint. It's that that the breakdown. I think games are lost and won in breakdown time. So I think good signs by Rondebosch. I think they've been clinical from the word go, and very interesting call going for the line. They might be backing their drive, and at that stage I would probably especially in the derby, I'll probably go for 3 points.
Yeah, I think Coach Mark Lindenberg would like to keep Wynberg under pressure, so knocking it into the corner, he would back his charges to have a good drive here.
Well, they set it up quite nicely, Clinty. Good sack by Wynberg, but they're still rumbling. Oh, good short ball.
Really good early signs here by Rondebosch.
Good defensive effort by Wynberg, Clinty. They look solid at D this afternoon.
Well, this is try line defense at its best.
Advantage being played to Rondebosch. They take it out wide.
Nice and energetic start by both sides here. Cal Smith, a lot of you will remember Rain Smith. He's the younger brother. Big Grobler. And the smallest guy on the field, Labib, again popping up all over the place and ripping the ball from the giant lock.
Good signs from both sides, Clinty. Good attack from Rondebosch and good defense from Wynberg. Look to be an interesting game.
Nazi, I think they're going to head for the poles now.
I think it's it's the best option at this moment, Clinty. You know, it's first early doors, and you know, I actually don't mind that drive by Rondebosch. It's actually good, you know, trying things. You know, that's schoolboy is all about. It's about trying things.
Go back yourself. Sam Cragg, very much a confident player, so this is going to be important for his confidence. If he can nail this one, it will really stand him in good stead for the rest of the game. And these ones are always a little bit tricky, so head down and follow through, young Craggy.
It's quite important, these early ones, Clinty, especially in the derby.
Yep. Lovely strike. That'll do his confidence the world of good.
Good start by Rondebosch, but I must commend the Wynberg defence early doors in this game.
Now, that's one thing about Wynberg. They've got a lot of pride in their defence, and nobody's just going to sneak through there. They'll be working for each other the whole afternoon. So let's see a lot more of that. Dominic to kick off. It's high.
Not a good exit by Rondebosch, Clinty. You know, I think the most important thing is an exit, especially in derby games. You know, now the Wynberg is back in their half again.
Yeah, if you're not going to turn them, you're going to have to kick it out. Otherwise, you're going to get this the side playing. Great first hit there by Baylor. Van der Bijl Blake, his first game on Rugby A for the first team. So, and there's that little left foot from Kanemayer.
We spoke about that from Labib. You will suffocate them in those bottom hand, right hand corners whole day, because he's a very smart player, very intelligent rugby player, is Labib.
I've seen this movie a couple of times. That's classic. Classic on the left foot into the corner. Now the pressure will come from Wynberg.
It's very important also, Clinty, a side like Rondebosch need to watch Kanemayer because he can pop up anywhere.
Really good move from Gus Leslie and young Craig Childs, seeing that opportunity by moving him a little bit out wider, where he can really be effective. So yeah, let's see a lot more of him in the game. He's an exciting prospect.
Very exciting, Clinty. Wynberg with their driving more. Oh, with the move.
That looked dangerous. Mr. Fortuin, I'm not sure what he's saying, but obviously an infringement early on. Nossi, did you pick it up?
Really, Clinty, I don't know what would happen there, but you know, obviously with his moves around there at the back there with the forwards. So,
yeah, that was the money maker there. Yeah. It was the money maker.
I think Rondebosch will have to watch out for those mini moves of Gus Leslie at the back there. They must never be sleeping.
That's all I can give.
Not good contesting by Wynberg, giving that back ball. It's a very good attacking ball, that back ball, Clinty.
Rondebosch needs to be careful if they're going to kick it away. Their line, their chase line needs to be a lot better.
Going back into the traffic, Clinty. I don't know if that's the right route. Again, Kanemayer goes with that left, right, and the left foot, and he suffocates them again in that bottom hand right-hand corner.
Good play.
That's the
Good
exit
play.
that I'm talking about, Clinty. You know, especially in this game like this, you know, you need your forwards to calm and to start all over again.
100%. You got to earn the right to play. So a little bit of ping pong at the moment, but exciting ping pong.
Yes, obviously, Clinty. We've seen a lot of actually ball in hand and ping pong, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I'll give credit to the boys. They've actually gone out there and tried things.
Stephen Matthews to the gain line. Great service from the scrum off.
Good skip pass. I think the fullback should have let that one go.
Yeah, playing the ball on the deck. Coach Mark Lindenberg will not be happy with that. So you don't want to make those sort of errors and give Wynberg an opportunity to kick to your 22, where they will look to set up a drive most probably, or another little sneaky play from Gus Leslie.
Well,
oh my word, he didn't kick it out.
Well, those are the ones that will cost them at the end of the day, Clinty. You know, a penalty like that, you know, you have to. You know, it's a must that you kick it out and let your forwards have a breather.
No, that was a fantastic clearance by young Baylor. Real talent for Rondebosch at grade 11, and he really just showed his ability with the boot there.
I think Rondebosch has got an upper hand here, Clinty. I mean, they've been camping on Wynberg's half for the last, you know, couple of 8 minutes that we've started this game.
Sabi getting some nice momentum for the Bosch side. They'll look to move it again. There we go. There's some space for Mike Mavana. This man is dangerous.
A good cover tackle by Labib.
Fantastic cover defense by the Wynberg team. The sneaky old banker, we've seen that a couple of times.
Good move, but, you know, well handled by Wynberg defense.
Very difficult to do off slow ball.
Yep.
Really good distribution. We're getting some width on the attack. Mike Mavana, X Factor, here we go. And he is in. We spoke about his X Factor and how dangerous he can be. And he took the opportunity beautifully.
As I said, Clinty, this Rondebosch side looks very good with ball in hand. You know, as I said, they need to make sure that they pin Wynberg in their half, as well as they've been doing.
And it comes down to those little things in the big derby matches. Your one chance you get, you got to take it. So credit to Rondebosch, who's been doing a lot of the playing up to now. A nice bit of reward for them. This year I was very fortunate to be spending a lot of time on the top fields where the rest of Wynberg and Rondebosch were in the trenches. Absolute warfare. The flyers, the stunners, those games were just as intense. Real spectacles, these derbies.
Really are, Clinty.
Sam Cragg. That will do his confidence so much good.
Every single little point counts on these ones, and you know the Rondebosch side is really doing well.
Another nice hanging kick by Dominic. Good pressure by Wynberg. Bosch looking to attack. Lovely play. Lovely played. Good distribution. Nice enterprising stuff by the young Rondebosch team.
As I said before, Clinty, this Rondebosch backline looks wild with ball in hand, and they'll carve Wynberg aside. And as I said before, that they need to move this Wynberg pack, Clinty, and they need to suffocate this Wynberg pack, because at the moment this Wynberg pack is nowhere at this moment.
They will need to get their hands on the ball, and they will need to start getting the power game going. And I'm really impressed by this young scrum half's pass. It makes for good service.
Good clean.
Labib with that left foot again, finding space. Rondebosch will have to watch that right-hand corner down there. Again, very well handled by Mike Mavana, who's showing his experience. Another scrappy ball for Wynberg. An area where they're normally very, very good at is their line-outs.
Must give credit to the Rondebosch forwards, especially at line-out time. I think they did their homework there.
Yeah. They've really worked hard on their contesting, and it's showing at this moment. Nice offload by Kanemayer. Wynberg starting to ask some real questions at the contact points, which will...
There's some sloppy play by Wynberg, Clinty. It feels like there's no direction at all with what's happening. So I think they need to, 9 and 10, need to have a better communication and get their shape sorted out.
Yeah, I think maybe they didn't quite expect this from the Bosch side. So once they settle, they'll get their game going. That's for sure. There's still a lot of time left in this game.
Yeah.
And warning signs again for Rondebosch. We're in that left-hand corner again.
Yes, I think, as I said before, Gus loves his left-hand corner. Wherever he is, he'll be there. Clinty, what are you expecting here? Drive, of course.
Well, you see Captain Stephen in that familiar position, so you can definitely look for a drive here. I think we'll go classic drive here. I don't see any tricks or little... a nice peel around the front. Rondebosch on the back foot.
Oh, great momentum.
Lovely defensive work by the Rondebosch side. Looking nice and spaced there. And then not releasing.
Looking at this game, I think the forwards of Wynberg are playing into Rondebosch hands. I think instead of moving that Rondebosch pack, I think the best option would be actually moving that Rondebosch pack around instead of playing into their hands, because that Rondebosch pack is also manning up in terms of physical collisions and stuff like that.
Well, the talk all week was if we can front up and match Wynberg up front, then we're in with a chance. And they're actually manning up beautifully. I think you've spot on there. If Dominic and Labib can move them around a bit and ask some questions with those little pluses, there'll be trouble for Bosch. But at this stage, Bosch having answers for all the questions.
Early 3 points here for Wynberg.
I like the look of this young fly off. A beautiful striker of the ball. Also a massive amount of X factor. I've been watching for the last 2 years. Makes no mistake with that.
That's a good start, Clint, especially when they're behind like that. You really need that confident back.
The pressure is immense, and those ones are never easy. So a short little water break. It's boiling hot out here in Rugby A. The intensity of the game, but the sun is out. Sun's out, guns out, not here.
Yes, 100%. You'll be wearing that short sleeve shirt of his.
I must admit, Wynberg in terms of coaching staff, was probably the best built coaching staff in the league.
Gus will be looking for some.
Nice opportunity to pull things back, get the coaches in. There's almost like a strat break in the Varsity Cup. Just an opportunity for the coaches to say, listen guys, just calm down. We know what we can do. Let's whatever happened there, let's put it behind us and let's move forward.
Yeah, it's good. Obviously, as you said, it's boiling hot out here, and it gives a good opportunities for the coaches, to touch on some things and to just regroup a bit, and to start all over again. Yeah.
Sam Craig to start proceedings again. It's a nice hanging kick. Lots of pressure again. Well taken by number 5, Nyanga. And he's also a big physical presence in that packer, Notsi.
Yes, Gus, as we said, Gus would like that. From these packer forwards, are big and strong, and guys
again, sorry Notsi, but again a mistake on that exit. Kicking out on the full, giving line attacking opportunity to Rondebosch, giving him another set piece in the 22.
Yeah, that's obviously, as we've seen the backs of the Rondebosch, once you give them a sniff, especially in this important, especially in this area of the field, they'll take any opportunity, especially with their fullback, who's been prominent in this first 20 minutes.
Great contest by Wynberg. Now it's his opportunity to move it. Kanemayer again with that left foot. Wow, it's educated.
Very educated, and he always turns that that right wing.
Spoke about the chase. Okay, Mr. Fortain adjudicating that the guys went 10 meters. They had to drop out of that radius. Kaname takes it quickly. Captain Matthews, great go forward ball. Unfortunately lost it. That was a good opportunity for Wynberg. It's still early days, still early days. And it's just those little things. You know, there's in a game like that, especially in these derbies. There's a lot of time left, but it keeps running out.
Yeah. But I must commend Clinty, the forward pack of Rondebosch. I think they stood up very well in the challenge posed by this Wynberg side. And I think, this Wynberg pack is quite a big pack compared to the Rondebosch side. But I think, they're a bit, flat today. I don't know what's been said in the camp, but they looked a bit flat today.
Naughty 5 of the starting pack for Rondebosch are making their debuts for the Bosch first team on Rugby A today. I think most of the Wynberg guys are playing their second game on Rugby A already, so they got a lot of experience coming into this game. Mike Mavana, the human fireball. Ball's out, great soccer skills by Matthews. Great work by Van der Bijl. Rondebosch asking some real questions here. I like the look of Robbie Davis. There's a calm influence behind that pack, and he's making good decisions. At the number 9 jersey.
Very good decisions.
So Naughty, how's the banter been amongst the boys there in Province? You know how it goes. When the derbies come around, there's always a bit of banter amongst the grooms and the Naughties, and
yeah, it's actually been amazing, and obviously with Nick Groom being injured, the boys been in and out. Actually haven't had much of a chat, but surely after this game, this result, there'll be a lot of banter. And if the scoreline stays like this, and I think I'll get it hard from Groomy on Monday.
I don't know if you'll wait until Monday, Naughty. I think you might get a couple of calls on your way home.
100%, Clinty.
Another opportunity for Wynberg. Rondebosch scrumming up.
I think the best result for Wynberg at this moment, if they would go into the second half, with the scores being 10-10, I think the tails will be up, and Rondebosch must watch out for that, because Wynberg, once they're into this game, and if they could get a score right now.
Fantastic kick by Dominic again. Wow, that right foot into that left hand corner has just been getting big reward. Sitting at 10-3, Rondebosch would feel unhappy, actually, I would say, because one try away. I mean, with all the ball they've had and all the play they've made, Wynberg is still very much in this game.
Yeah, correctly, Clinty. I mean, with their play that they've been playing, and the style of rugby that they've been playing, I think they'll be very unhappy with the way that they've gone. Good contesting again by Rondebosch. As I've said, they've done their homework, Clinty.
Well, I think both coaches, Mark Lindenberg and Gus Leslie, obviously a massive forward component in this game. They've studied each other hard since the last match here at Rondebosch last year.
Yeah.
Definitely some needle. There's definitely some needle.
Wynberg with another opportunity again at line-out time, Clinty.
will be expecting a good drive this time if they get it right.
Garvshenko applying pressure. Zak Sali on that ball. And like they say, pressure creates turnovers. Good pressure by Rondebosch. Once again, I just feel Wynberg needs to get their hands on the ball when they're in those areas.
Yeah, I think forward play is not functioning. Set piece is not functioning, Clinty. I think that's the most important thing. I mean, you know, the guys like, you know, Labib are not getting the ball. You know, that's a problem.
Good scrum by Rondebosch. Lovely opportunity. The human juggernaut again throwing himself at the defensive line here. Mike Marvanemet with some enterprising play. Dane Stevens electric on the left wing.
Again, Kanamea bailing them out.
He is something special. He is something special.
On that blind side.
You don't want to kick too much on Mike Maravana. Cal Smith finding himself in the wider channel. Reminiscent of his brother Rain Smith. Cal Smith. Some really good play down the field by Rondebosch. I just think there's such good distribution from Sam Craig in the midfield of Rondebosch. He's really getting the ball out to the wider channels where they can ask a couple of questions.
Yeah,
and I think that's something Wynberg can think. You get the ball out wider to Verney, I think they could also be quite dangerous.
Yeah, I've been quite impressed with him. You know, Clinty. He looks. He's got a bit more time and on the ball, and I like how he goes about his business again. Pressure time, set piece,
again.
You know,
this will be a real blow for Wynberg if Rondebosch can convert here. Van Rensburg with a good pass. There's opportunity. There's opportunity. Young Baylor deciding to hold on. Robert Davis finding a hole, but that hole closed very quickly.
And he dropped
Oh, lost forward. Okay, shucks.
I think you should have been more patient in around that area there, Clinty.
Again, Rondebosch doing some really good playing, not rounding off, and I'm always worried that sort of thing will come back and bite you.
100% Clinty, especially in those areas. You know, they've been doing well in the last couple of minutes, especially in this area, getting some reward. But you know, I think they're becoming impatient at this moment in time. They should go back, you know, to the basics and be patient a bit more.
Van der Bijl Blake having a really good game. I've been impressed by the young man. Just putting his hand up and saying, hey guys, maybe it was on the outside. I could have let that one go maybe. So let's see if Rondebosch can apply some more pressure here. Wynberg will want to exit here.
Clinty, I've been actually really impressed by young Rain Smith, his brother, as well. His work rate around the park. He's been amazing, especially getting around the park, and you know, very interesting.
So some other scores from around the province. Paul Jim leading Boland Landbou 8-6. That must be a cruncher up in Boland. If you can imagine the heat here, just imagine what it feels like down there. Half time there.
Well, back to you, Clinton. We've got about 3 minutes to go to half time, and you know it's been sensational stuff here, and good exit by Wynberg.
There's one thing about Wynberg, they know how to claw their way back into games, and at this moment they're clawing to stay in it, and Rondebosch will need to score before half-time if they want to feel happy about their first half performance. The performance was there, but the points not quite there.
Points, yes, Clint, yeah, 100% do agree with you.
Easy.
Advantage to Wynberg, the back ball. Oh, there's that step. Here we go. Here we go.
I think the loose passes from Wynberg will cost them this game,
yes,
because
big
it's not sticking and it's not going to hand.
There we go, and now the set piece woes are on Rondebosch, going for the back ball. That's the money ball.
100%, Clint. As I said, it's a good attacking ball, especially from the back out there. You know, if Wynberg doesn't contest that back ball, I think Rondebosch will have that ball all day, every day. Been quite impressed by the kicking of the number 10s, clicking.
Slight little knock on. Once again, the set piece. Christian Buerta will be chatting to his charges at the halftime and saying, guys, this year, you got to help me out here. You're giving me a pressure ball all day. Give me something easy. Give me something simple to throw at. Credit to the Bosch boys for competing so well.
Yeah, I think, as I said, Clinty, I think they've done their homework, and I think they've studied Wynberg very well this afternoon. I think Wynberg ball, it's been scrappy all day.
A lot of talking going on in that front row. Lots of chit-chat amongst the frontliners there.
Yeah, they'll be coming up with a lot of ideas, you know, to manipulate each other. So
it's a tough place to play rugby, I tell you what. The Rosenworth on the loose side for Rondebosch. Good solid platform once again. Davis, Van Rensburg, Craig. If you're going to kick it, your chase line's going to be good. And there we go. Pressure, pressure, pressure. There we go. Exciting stuff down the right in touchline. I would like to have a look at that.
It's again the physical battle at the breakdown. I think Rondebosch backline very contested very well, counter-rucked very well on that right-hand side of the field, and they dominated that breakdown, and it led to the try.
Fantastic outbreak there by Rondebosch. I tell you what, it's not something you hear often. Rondebosch dominating the breakdown against Wynberg.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often, and I think, as I said, Clinty, the forward pack of Wynberg has been moved by the backline of Rondebosch, and they can't get to those wide breakdowns as quickly as possible, and they're not slowing that ball down, so which offers Rondebosch to have a quick breakdown.
I'm sure that Captain Schenker and Coach Mark Lindenberg will feel a little bit happier going into halftime.
They'll be very pleased, Clinty, with that
Just
scoreline.
before halftime. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they'll be very pleased with that scoreline, Clinty. It's a buffer.
He turns. It must be good. It is good. Bit of time left just before halftime. Can Wynberg come back here? That elusive ball. Huh? Nice high hanging kick once again. Good call by Mr. Fontaine. Ball was played.
Bit of frustration shown by the Rondebosch forward there, kicking the ball away. Not good discipline at all.
The last thing you want to do now is start losing your cool. And here's an opportunity.
Good opportunity for Wynberg to squeeze this one.
I bet you Christian Buerta asking his back now to Licia. Help me out here, let's get this thing on the button.
Clinty, this is a more, most definitely.
Are we going back ball here? Fantastic defense. Fantastic defense. Another amazing little play by Gus Leslie's Chargers, and wow, they are going to be hurting watching that on the video session Monday.
Those opportunities you must bury, Clinty, especially in games like this. You know, you only got a couple of chances to bury those. If you don't,
Good body language from the Bosch boys running off the field here. They will feel energized. They'll feel energized. But this year it's a game of two halves, and I'm sure Wynberg's going to bounce back hard.
very hard.
Okay, we're back live with the action. I'm sure the plan is in place for the second half. Wynberg with all the play to do. Rondebosch will need to be careful of not defending this lead. They will need to start well. Robert Davis. Real solid for Rondebosch so far today. Carbon copy of the first one on the Rondebosch kickoff.
Yes, they back into it, straight into it, Clinty. I think it's very important for them to get points here now. We haven't seen them all actually, Clinty, you know, from Wynberg. We've always seen these funny little plays. I think, you know, I think this is a perfect time to see that rumbling maul of Gus Leslie.
Yeah, that famous maul. Yeah, I think the time for tricks is over for right at this moment. But
correct, Clinty. I think they should go back to basics and start forming a solid maul, a good platform, so that they can go over the whitewash.
Callum Steyn doing the calling there. Great back ball. Fantastic sack by Rondebosch. Mark Lindenberg certainly did his homework, and great reward for the players. They will feel energized by that sacking. Real great turnover for the Bosch pack. Sam Cragg will want to send this ball close on the 10 meter.
Well, Mark Lindenberg, I've seen him around at our training.
Whoa, the big mistake. Opportunity for Wynberg to play. Rondebosch seems angry. Naughty.
They're just popping up everywhere at this moment in time.
Now the pressure is on. Great kick by Cal Smith. David Stevens competing. Surely this has got to be a penalty. Not what Gus Leslie wanted for his charges. Kanemayer yellow carded. This is a big moment in the match. Rondebosch managing to turn the pressure quite easy on that occasion. They find themselves now 5 meters away from the Wynberg try line.
No, I think there's some points here on offer as well.
This will be a big blow for Wynberg. The Rosenworth taking it in. Resolute defense by Wynberg, as always. Great, but he lost it forward. Hilton Goatley scoring the try before he's over.
Paul.
Also just want to say, I actually I called my first try this morning when I was reffing. The guy scored it on the 22. I didn't realize it was a 22 meter and I gave the try. But obviously it was disallowed.
Well, not being a ref enough, Clinty, not being a ref enough.
Tough job, I tell you what, it's a tough job. But Hilton Goatley can feel this year he had an opportunity there. He really had an opportunity to drive the nail into the Wynberg coffin there. This is not the Wynberg side, and I know. Those little things those little errors that are creeping in. It's been part of the game now for the last 40 minutes. And it is true. You're only as good as you're allowed to play. And I must give credit to the Rondebosch side. They've been massively hungry and creating a lot of pressure. And Wynberg will need to suck up that heat if they want to get back into this game.
Spot on, Clinty. I think this Rondebosch side has been dominant from the word go to this 40 minutes. I haven't seen anything, actually, to be honest, from the Wynberg side, especially on attack. They haven't offered anything. On defense they've been good, but on attack they haven't offered anything. So, credit to the coaching staff of Rondebosch. I think they've done their homework, and I think, they really brought the heat into this game this afternoon. Whereby Wynberg side, especially the forward pack, I've never seen a forward pack, of Wynberg being dominated like that, and they just looked flat for me this afternoon.
The old question always, when sides go on tour, Rondebosch went to Ireland, won 4 out of 4, and you're never quite sure how good those guys are going to be when they get back, because the real test is on Rugby A when the heat is here. And I must admit, there's been a lot of heat from the Sun, not so much heat from the Wynberg as expected.
Yes, correct, Clinty, and I think you can't read too much of those tour games, but one thing that you can get out of it is confidence. I think, if I can look from this Rondebosch side, there's a lot of confidence, as you can see at this moment. They take it wide, and there's
big floater to Mamavana. Opportunity.
Acres of space.
Armani, they make it look easy. Wonderful rugby by Rondebosch.
Acres of space.
Again, we spoke about the distribution of Van Rensburg and Sam Cragg in the midfield. They've really got the ability to get that ball spot on with really good distance.
Clinty, I must say, from now onwards for Wynberg, I think it's an uphill. I don't see them coming back into this one.
Amani Manani starting to entertain the crowd. He will be reminded of the culture of Wynberg. They will not stop fighting, and too early to celebrate.
Yeah, too early to celebrate. I think at the same time as well, I think for Wynberg as well, they need to it doesn't help them with the yellow card, and I think especially with the lack of intensity and lack of physicality that they've shown. I don't think they deserve to win this one, but I think Rondebosch has been really good this afternoon. I think set piece have functioned. I think defensively they've man up to that Wynberg pack. I think everything has just gone Rondebosch way. Okay, and especially when a kicker like this is on point as well, it doesn't make it easier for you as well.
Got a really good view of this kick. Sam Craig. It doesn't follow through.
I think a lack of concentration on that one.
But Rondebosch really taking every opportunity that Wynberg has given them.
Correct, Clinty, and as I touched on before, I think this Rondebosch side has just been clinical, and they've been playing with a lot of confidence.
You got to do the basics well. Carl Smith allowing that one to bounce. I thought Amani could have given him some comms there, just saying, listen, you got to play it, it's not out. Great take by Smith in the middle of the line out. Doing the simple things good. That's what this side is all about at the moment. Great drive. This is the drive we wanted to see.
I think Wynberg has been beaten at their own game at the moment, Clinty.
Again, a lot of width on the passing. Mike Mavana in space. Mikey's dad sitting in front of us saying he needed to pass that one, and maybe he's right.
100%. The fathers will always get stuck into these ones.
Labib will be a massive loss for Wynberg at this stage. If they can contain or actually create something here, or even get some points on the board while Labib is gone, it will be a massive positive for them.
A very massive positive, Clinty. I think Wynberg has got to play some rugby. I think at the moment they haven't been playing some rugby. I think that's the most important thing. They need to start playing rugby.
Again, ball a little bit slow for the Wynberg side. Rondebosch really fronting up in the contact at the breakdown points. Really shutting Dominic down as well. But he keeps asking questions. Good passage of play here by Wynberg. Let it go, son. Okay, the Wynberg power game in action here. And they generate a penalty. Tackler not releasing.
At the moment it's catch-up rugby, Clinty. I think the best option will be a corner.
Great call, not see. And once again, pinpoint kicking by Dominic Kutsa.
No, it's not correct. Doesn't correspond. Plenty again looking for a funny player. You know, it's really not working for Wynberg at this moment in time. As I said, it's especially at set piece time.
Well, what the Bosch side is doing well is they're asking questions. They're contesting well. It's puts a lot of pressure on the hooker. So yeah, credit to the Bosch side. But I tell you what, that scrum in that position is not a bad scrum to have.
Not at all. I think all credit to the Bosch side this afternoon.
Will Stephen pick up here? Oh, nice little play here. Opportunity, well taken.
Well taken.
And we spoke about this all-important score with Labib still off the field. So yeah, this will be a massive booster for the Wynberg side. And for the first time, they looked a little bit direct. And yeah, they got the reward. Kutsu will need to nail this one. Oh, just pushes it to the right. Not a bad strike at all, but just always like my golf swing a little bit.
Yeah.
Good strike, but it's out of bounds. Rondebosch will need to change their body language at the moment. They're looking a little bit flat. We need some energy. Captain Golf Schenker will need to rally the troops and look for that burst of energy. That's for sure. Nice hanging kick. Cal Smith with the pressure. Lovely follow-up by Goatley.
Can't kick it out.
Good chase line by Wynberg. Fantastic play by Sam Craig. He hits the grass. Wonderful kicking game by both sides here. Real territorial battle. And Rondebosch coming on tops in that one.
Yeah, I think obviously Rondebosch must not rest on their laurels here, because this Wynberg side is going to come back, especially now, you know, obviously hearing the cheers that Labib is on, you know, so I think they have to keep that intensity, have to keep their physicality up right through the 70th minute.
Another fantastic ball at the back. Subby combining very well with Goatley, and now we get them all going. Really a strong department for Rondebosch. Coach Mark Lindenberg, a big fan of the maul. Loves a good driving maul, and credit to him, he's put one together. Van Rensburg with a sneaky little left over the top. I think he knew he had the penalty.
Plenty. I still remember the Rondebosch coach, you know, in our camps, you know, learning from John Dobson. Used to come to our training sessions, you know. I'm not surprised at all by this sort of performance out here today. I think he contested well, you know, especially at line-out time. You know, he did his homework quite well, and, you know, he's more now, you know, paying out.
I reckon a good call, eh? Get it over the poles. Keep the pressure. exactly the same spot where Sam Craig was practicing from yesterday. He would want to finish through the ball here and not push at it. Just to take the score out to 25-8. Sam Craig, number 12. Very methodically. It's got to be a good strike. Just didn't curl enough. Another short little water break. Three-quarters of the game gone.
Three-quarters of the game gone, and it's been a one-sided affair. You know, it's been Rondebosch all the way through to this 52nd minute. You know, to be honest, Clinty, I think, you know, the coaching staff of Rondebosch should be really proud of how they managed to play this game and how to manage to get around this Rondebosch side and this the pack.
Bosch opting for a bit of shade in the right-hand corner down at the bottom of the chalet. Looking upbeat, good body language there. Wynberg's got to do the play. Lashia, 2 tries. I mean, it's never over, is it?
No. Clinty, this Rondebosch side for me, they look fitter. You know, they look fitter than the Wynberg side. They look energetic. You know, they look.
No.
You know,
wonderful scenes here. Sorry, Nazi, but wonderful scenes. Rondebosch, old boys, war crying with the schoolboys. That's what it's all about. Wonderful spirit amongst the boys.
Yeah.
Lovely to see. And the old boys baking in the hot sun there, they must be happy.
Yeah, they must be chuffed. You know, the way that they sung the school song right now. You know, it's just amazing to see. You know, it's just
desperate
amazing.
for those bragging rights.
100%. You know, the connection between the old boys and the school. It's always amazing.
Lovely take by Goatley. Chulu throwing his weight around. Robbie Davis, another piece of good service there. Sam Craig deciding to take it up.
Clinty, as I said, you know, you gotta watch out. I think that was a bad option by Labib. I think that should have gone for touch.
I think the Wynberg boys need to start keeping this ball in hand. Amani, difficult to bring down. He's like a break dancer. Lovely vision by Van Rensburg. And a fantastic punt. Rondebosch beating Wynberg at their own game, but I tell you what, little unforced error yet there.
Yeah.
Touch judged right on the spot. Right on the spot. Right call.
Yeah.
Shane Robertson on. Another strong run by Stephen Matthew. Captain leading from the front. Wynberg with some real urgency now. They've got the penalty advantage. Kanema is going to ask a couple of questions. Rondebosch will need to be careful. I don't think Mr. Fortuyn is going to take too much hassle. He will go to the card. He will go to his pocket.
I think the tails are up at the moment for Wynberg. I think option they're opting for scrum. Very interesting.
Well, not too long ago they were scrumming there and they scored off a scrum.
Yep.
So Rondebosch will need to be alert here. Tell you what, the chip and chase, nobody better in the game than Labib or Dominic. They both have the ability to put that ball in behind you and cause havoc. He scores it.
Very dangerous is Labib.
Pound for pound.
Well, it is a penalty. It is a double movement.
Wow. Wow. Captain Stephen Matthew just going to Mr. Fontaine and asking, sir, what about that? Baylor van der Bijl breaking away here. Here's opportunity. And again, the pressure changed. Dane Stevens I'm not sure if that was the right option, Nortzi. I thought another scrum would have been on the cards.
Not too sure what the penalty is for.
Things unraveling for Wynberg a little bit at the moment. Very, very unlucky.
Very, very unlucky.
Labib Kanamaya, pound for pound, fights way above his weight, and I think he was a little bit unlucky on that one. Again, that middle ball working well. Yeah, that's always a contentious one, eh?
Yeah, Clinty, you know.
Yo. Smart move by Wynberg.
Yeah, smart work by Wynberg.
Some of the faithful believe that it should be a contest. You can't step away from the contest. But that's a whole different battle on its own. Good smarts by Wynberg, and they win the turnover. Rondebosch won't mind this too much.
Not at all. As long as the time is winding down.
Credit to Suhaib Ashmuddin Sabi, known around the school corridors. Played Grand Coma last year, sorry, Nortzi, and he's really standing up against the very physical Christian Buerta, who played a big role for Wynberg last year. Clinty,
It will be very difficult to pick a man of the match today from this Rondebosch side. I think, you know, they've been amazing, especially up front there, especially in the back line, the number 12, the 15 and 13. I think they've been really immense, especially moving this forward pack around. They've been really amazing.
Yeah, it's always difficult to call those ones. It's been such a massive team effort. And it was probably going to be that guy that we didn't see on the park today. The guy that was in those dark holes. The Garth Schenkers. The Zakisalis, those guys.
Yeah, 100%.
But fantastic organisation by Robbie Davis. He's really shown that he's got a rugby brain on him, second to none. And I'm really excited about having him in the Rondebosch structures for the next 2 years. Another turnover. Poodle Robertson diving onto that ball. The Bosch guys have been desperate. Okay, let's see some magic from Kannemeyer. But he can't do it all by himself. Rondebosch certainly winning the race in all departments this afternoon.
The physicality, Clinty, has been amazing. I think, you know, the intensity has been there.
Good tackle by Van Rensburg. Puts the man down safely. Poodle Robertson again in the thick of things. Well done. Again, a lot of width on the play. Mike Baovano in space. This man is electric. Nobody's going to stop him. And that is the nail in the coffin.
Yes, I think so, Clinty. I think it's done now.
Exceptional width by Rondebosch all day. And well, tell you what, there's some champagne rugby happening right in front of us.
Yep, I think that's a nail in the coffin, as you said, Clinty. It's all over and done here. This Wynberg Rondebosch backline has been really amazing, especially led by that man, Mavane. I think he's really been amazing. He's been really a standout today.
I tell you what, these 9 debutants playing their first game on Rugby A could not have asked for a better start to their rugby season.
Yes, 100%.
And Cragg with the conversion to make it 29-8 in favour of Rondebosch. Nice high hand kick by Dominic. Robbie Davis making the ball bounce. And again, not a great kickoff received by the Bosch team. And something that they will have to sharpen up before they go into the next game. A couple of changes on for Rondebosch. Great steal by number 18.
Really good contesting there, Clinty.
There we go. Wynberg would be saying we want more of that. Grobler hanging on for life. The cohesion just lacking.
Yeah, it's really lacking.
Labib Kannemeyer being watched like a Christmas present on the 24th of December. Some good resolute defense by the Boshies. There we go, Labib on his way again. Some nice momentum for Wynberg. Not
Spoke about that man. Spoke about that man.
I tell you what, it's like an electric eel.
Disallowed again.
Wow, what does he need to do to score a try? This boy is exciting. Robbie Davies with a kick through. The chase is on. This could be a big finish for Rondebosch. I tell you what, hats off to this Bosch team. I tell you what.
I give all credit due to this Bosch side. They came here today and they really threw everything at it, and they really are destroying Wynberg.
Sorry, Naughty. He's played his heart out. Oh, he's just coming in for a little bit of water.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to leave this field. He's
Not
enjoying
at all.
it.
He's enjoying it, and they been upping the ante since minute one. They haven't stopped Clint, not even a second. They've been up and going and up and going.
Talk me through that Kanemayer incident.
Yeah, I think he dotted the ball, but I think he went over the line.
Wynberg will look back at this game and rue the chances that they've had.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
Clint, you remember at the beginning I told you, this game is about opportunities. Especially, if you don't take your opportunities, especially in a derby game.
I'll tell you what, Gus Leslie and Craig Childs down on the bench, they're certainly feeling the heat.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Wynberg, if they can keep Bosch out here, this will stand him in good stead in terms of fighting spirit.
Yep.
They don't want to let Rondebosch score here again. Van Rensburg to the line, he loses it. Van der Bell Blake tidying up. Again, the guys are securing nicely. Ross Ruder on now.
I think one thing that stood up for me in this one game is Rondebosch securing the breakdown. I think the breakdown has been amazing, and they've been really good at breakdown time.
Well, early on in the week, spoke to the coaches, and we knew that area of the game is going to be massive. And Bosch boys really fronted up. They made sure they protected their ball on all occasions. And I hardly remember a time when they were pushed off their ball.
Yes.
Head coach Mark Lindenberg and assistant Charlie Post must be really happy with their first outing at Rugby A, and what a nice way for them to start their reign as first team coaches of Rondebosch in this 2016 season.
Yeah, give credit where credit is due, Clinty. I think they've done their homework, as I said earlier on, very well. I think they'll be very pleased with their charges this afternoon. I think the intensity, the lack of energy that's been injected into this team is really amazing. I think credit to the coaching staff and credit to the boys.
This guy is unstoppable. It's unbelievable. Surely there's higher honours for him going forward in this season with the Western Province schools. He's such a danger man.
Very dangerous man.
I really like the look of him.
I'd really love to see him at the 7th.
Maybe not the best option there.
Not at all.
Sam Craig drills this one into the crowd. And the Bosch boys start to sing.
Only a couple of seconds left in this one, Clinty. Not seeing Wynberg coming back any time sooner.
Notsi, we are on Rugby A. Your call on the man of the match.
Fullback has played well, Clinty. The forward pack have laid the foundation here. But my man of the match today, I think I'll give it to the speedster, the fullback Mavana. I think he's been excellent form today. The way he fielded those kicks early doors in the game and how he handled that pressure, I think was amazing. I think my man of the match, Mavana, number 15.
Mavana. That's a popular choice. Well done. No, he was electric. We knew he had X factor, but to rise to the occasion and actually do it, that's another thing, and he did it.
Yep.
It's not over yet. Wynberg still wants to take something home from this game. And they deserve something. Naughty, they deserve something.
Yep, they do.
Not asking too many questions. Not asking too many questions.
Clinty, one most important call here. I've been impressed with this number 16 from Wynberg was come on. It's been really amazing. He's injected this forward pack. He's gave them some sort of direction in terms of forward momentum. Great stepping there.
Oh, another powerful surge by Dominique, and it's a story that's repeated himself
over couldn't look after a rugby ball, and it's obviously with this kick it's really over now. It's been amazing.
And I tell you what, the Bosch boys will celebrate this one. It's an important one. It's the first one of the season. I tell you what, they came here to play, and they this year, credit to Bosch.
Credit to Bosch, Clinty. They will be outstanding. I think their whole team was outstanding. You know, the bench that also came on added a bit in impact. You know, give credit to where credit is due. To the coaching staff, to the lads, it was a great afternoon of rugby.
Notsi, I really enjoyed my time with you. Man, this year, I know the return fixture, that they always become difficult. It's not easy to get the double over your opponent here.
Yep.
And I'm sure Wynberg will be waiting.
Yes, 100% Clinty. Wynberg will be hurting over this losing loss, and they'll make sure that they'll get their revenge down at Wynberg, you know, later on in the season.
Yeah. Happy days. Guys, this year, just from my side, say goodbye from Rondebosch, and thank you for the nice opportunity.
Cheers.
Cheers.